Hi, this is Antoine. Today we're going to do a series of video. This is part 1 of 7. We're going to be talking about the basics of SEO. So today's video is going to be about why do I need SEO? Let's get started. So the purpose of this series of videos was to educate business owners of SEO. Basics of SEO. There's a lot of mystery out there. A lot of people are confused about what it is. And there's a lot of, what I would say, lack of trust. Like there's this thing that is this mysterious things that people do with SEO. And I don't know that. Some people have been taken advantage of, I would say, in the past, or they've invested in some SEO. So there's this whole, cloud of uncertainty around it. And this series of video is going to help you cover that. So the first question is, why do you need SEO? So the first why is really simple, and it's really basic, and it cuts it in 2 parts. The first one is, this is where your prospects, your ideal clients, are going to look for things that they're looking for. They're looking for your services, for your products, for whatever you do, whether you're a dentist or lawyer. They go to Google and they're going to be searching for that. You can ask anybody around you, like, how many times have you searched in Google for something this week? And you'll say the number of hands going up in a room. This is where we go. Whether we do it on a mobile device or whether we do it on a desktop, this is where we go. And it's actually a verb. Google something. You look for something, you go to Google. So this is, really number one. Why do you need SEO? This is where people are actually going to look for products and services. And the second thing is, if you are, in instance, someone that will not necessarily generate a lot of traffic out of Google, you could look at it from a credibility standpoint. In essence, if you're not in Google when people are searching for your products and services, does that hurt your business? Do you like credibility? Because you're not there. For the vast majority of us, is actually true. This is where people go to look for things, and we need it in terms of credibility. Okay, so that's really the basic. And what we know, and then I have the screen here. This is where people are not going to look for your products and services. And the top one here is the banner ads. I mean, I don't know if you've looked on the highway lately, on the highways. Just look at people next to you. I mean, they're barely looking at the road. They're looking at their cell phone device. It's just mind-boggling, let alone looking at banner ads. Now, there's still banner ads out there, but this is not what people are looking at. This is not what people are going to do in order to search for products and services. Television. I don't know how it is around in your home, but in my home, everybody is, looking at the television, looking at another device. They're looking at their mobile phone, or they're looking at a tablet. They're not really looking at the TV. The TV is looking at them mostly, right? So, in our home, we actually are skipping through the commercials. We record the televisions in advance and whatnot. So this is not where people are actually looking for products and services on television. I put flyers, I put postcards, I put magazines. I just ask around. When was the last time you actually made a buying decision based on a postcard or a flyer, or even on a magazine that you read? So these are all the types of advertising that you are actually using to promote your company products and services that people are not doing anymore. I even added social media. And I know that a lot of people are going to frown at this, but here's my point with social media. The intent to buy is not there. People do not go to social media looking for products and services. That's as simple as that. So there's no intent to purchase. Now, it is inside of a marketing strategy, but you have to be really careful in terms of thinking that Facebook or Instagram is going to drive a tremendous amount of traffic to your business, because the vast majority of people are not going to social media with the intent to buy. Now, it will be great if you provide value through social media and let them know, and being what we call the imprint, being in front of them on a regular basis. But, if you compare Google and SEO and social media, Google and SEO, people going to Google because they're looking for something. Does that make sense? And they're going to social media just to look at pictures and whatnot. So there is no intent to buy. So it's just a total different mindset. So this is where they're going. They're going to Google, and they're going on their desktop or on a mobile device. And there is, a matter of fact, 4 out of 5 smartphone users conduct searches, to look for products and services on their smartphone right there. So it's extremely important. And it also ties in to, does your website needs to be mobile optimized? The answer is absolutely. So let's look at the stats, in Google, in terms of what it means to you and why you would need that. 20% of all the Google searches are for local businesses. That's 1 out of 5 searches worldwide are for a local business. Someone looking for a dentist, a plumber, a lawyer, whatever you're doing, a coach, a chiropractor. I'm looking for anything. It's local businesses, 1 out of 5. That is actually an enormous number for you in terms of if you're looking at it in a scale and comparing the other possibilities that you have. The second thing that you need to know is that 46% of daily searches are for info and products and services. So it's that almost every other search on Google globally is for people searching for products and services, right? So that's staggering. Every other search is for products and services, and 1 out of 5 is actually local, in your town, in your geographic area, right? So that's really what you need to know about Google. Now, the next stat, and that's we're going to look at this in other videos, but this is also something you need to know, is that 75%, and actually I'll say it's probably 75 to 90% of people never look past page 1 on Google. They don't. Like, they look at page 1, look at your own behavior. Do you ever go to page 2? Sometimes people say, well, I do. And it says, well, you alter the keyword, or you'll change however the keyword is up top. Like, for example, you're looking for chiropractor and you don't like the results, so you'll say, well, let me put chiropractor West Palm Beach, and then now you have the results you're looking for. You're not going to page 2. You're actually altering the keyword, right? The next step is the 60% of all the clicks that people are looking at go to the 3 organic. So when you land on a Google page, and I'm going to show you that in the next screen, you have the paid ads, and then you have the organic searches, which is what comes up naturally. Well, 60% of the clicks comes to the top 3, right? But I would say 75 to 90% never go past page 1. So you actually need to be there, and this is why you need SEO. So let me pull up a screen here. This is Google, and this is what we're talking about. These are the paid ads. The vast majority of people actually avoid the ads. Just look at your own behavior. I don't know. Every time I ask that, people say, yeah, I actually avoid them. So they actually do work. It's paper, AdWords, and whatnot. They do work. You just need to understand the math around them. But the vast majority of people avoid them, but there's still a percentage of people that actually click on them, so they do have a value. Then you will have, because the city was added, so it's lawyers in Fort Lauderdale, then you will have a map that will show you the lawyers on the Google map. And then right here, this is where you have the organic searches. A lot of time, if you have very broad keywords like lawyers, you will get a lot of directories, right? You'll get Lawyers Find Law, Yellow Pages, Avo. All of these are directories. And actually, the first one right here is actually a law firm. So that's the first organic results for an actual firm that's coming up. And this is the website, that you would find. And you can see here on the tab at the top, it actually says lawyers in Fort Lauderdale. So that makes sense why they're being found on that Google page. So this is why you need SEO. The next video that we'll have is how search engines work. So if you want to know how does that work, then go to video number 2. Thank you very much.